Just when you think you've seen it all, you haven't. Clearly, bro. Because I don't know about y'all, but I could have never imagined millions of women supporting a woman that took the lives of her 3 babies, man. Babies. You know what I mean? Like, a life is a life, bro, but babies. What, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, an 8-month-old, and we sitting here listening, observing these women coming out in herds in support of this woman.
Lindsay supporters wearing pink gathered outside court, quote, standing in silence and peace for Lindsay. Similar gatherings planned across 24 states and internationally as far as the Netherlands today. Her attorney tells me Lindsay is aware of this support, and he says this is all about people who feel as though the mental health system failed her.
All day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, lip to attendant, so that he never lifts a finger. All day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, lip to attendant, so that he never lifts a finger. 24/7, baby. All day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, lip to attendant, so that he never lifts. All day, every day. Just an appendage, lip to attendant. All day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, nymph, then a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, lip to attendant, so that he never lifts a finger. 24/7, baby machine, so he
I think I seen something to the likes of 800 something thousand she's been donated in a GoFundMe, bro. It's crazy, dog. And let me be clear on this. I myself am aware enough about the nuances of this case thus far. All right. I've seen arguments from both sides. I ain't even talking about all that. Right? I ain't even talking about all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've seen conspiracies and claims and assumptions about how the husband is responsible, bro. Not solely just due to the gender bias in court, man, but I've seen some pretty credible claims as far as the possibility of his part in all this, man. Not saying that it's true, but I've seen things explained and things rolled out in a way where, you know, there could be something there, right? So I understand the nuance to that. I understand the nuance clearly from the other side. For me, I'm not talking about none of that. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about the big ass ugly elephant in this room where we have herds of women out here supporting and defending this woman because of I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. Cause I realize postpartum is a thing, right? I realize that. Fuck it. Fuck it, bruh. 3 babies, dog. 3 babies, bruh. And what you think that 8-month-old, that 5-month-old, and that 3-year-old had to say about the postpartum, bruh? Right? And the level of postpartum that we're focused on is such an extreme case where women are acting on psychosis, breaks from realities. You know what I mean? This is such a severe case of it, bro. And women are out here diving on this shit like this happens routinely with all women. I can see myself. That's what they're saying. I can see myself in this woman. I've seen videos of mothers out here defending this girl, trying to relate to her story, caressing their own babies in their hands, implying, yeah, that could have been me.
I'm completely overwhelmed trying to take care of the kids. I'm drowning every day. I feel guilty that I'm spending my family's money and not making any. I feel like I spend way too much. She wrote that, right?
Correct.
I'm terrified of Callan getting sick. He's a sick baby. A sick baby is miserable. He's sick now with a double ear infection. Clearly has a bellyache. It's miserable. I feel like the other kids are going to get him sick all winter long. She wrote that, right?
Correct.
I always feel strongly against sleep training. I feel like it's abusive to let the baby cry and not respond, but I made the decision. I did it with Cal. It is way too much crying. It's incredibly stressful. She wrote that, right?
Correct.
He's okay. He will be okay. It's not harmful in any way. The doctor said it was okay. Plenty of people sleep train their kids at that age. It's necessary as a third child, is what she wrote, right?
Correct.
I feel incredibly sad and guilty about not breastfeeding anymore. That was the one thing I could do to help his immune system, and I can tell he really doesn't like the formula. I'm very sad about this. I know at this time it's what I needed to do for my mental health. She wrote that, right?
Correct.
And then the statement started getting smaller and smaller as time went by. One occasion, it's like I'm desperate to get a mental break from taking care of everyone. My mind is trying to make something physically wrong with me. My mind never shuts off. It's constantly thinking of the next thing someone needs. I can't shut it off. I desperately want to go back to work, but now I don't know how I'm going to function, and it worries me. Wrote that, right?
Correct.
There were 2 pages that were blank that she didn't even write on. And then on the third entry, affirmations. She wrote affirmations. On November 22nd of 2022, I am calm. I will remain calm today. There is nothing that needs to be on my mind. The weight is lifted from my mind. I will sleep tonight. She wrote that, right?
Correct.
Many of us know that we could have been only one step away from doing some of those horrific things.
No.
Because we experienced significant mental health issues after one of our children was born.
If anything, it sheds more light on the postpartum, but I happen to think the opposite. it don't shed light on it in a positive light. It don't shed light on it in the right way. If y'all really want to bring attention to it, y'all are gonna stigmatize this shit so much more than it already is, right? A lot of women think that people just laugh at it, don't give it no attention, just think it's something that women complain about. I realize it's not that, right? But what you don't want to do is have the entire opposite effect on society, where we thinking all y'all bitches is crazy and y'all all need to be locked up in a fucking cage, bro. That's what all these women look like out here, coming out in the packs on TikTok defending this woman till they blue in the fucking face. I can see myself in her words. I can see myself in the struggle, which implies I can see myself doing the same thing she did to her babies. Postpartum these nuts, bro. You know, I just seen another video, story going viral, some other fucking psycho ass mother. Where is it? This shit here, bro. Horrifying. A Florida mother was arrested after authorities say she filmed herself pouring hot candle wax on her 2 young daughters and intentionally setting a fire inside their home. Melissa Campos Sanchez, 26, allegedly posted disturbing videos showing the terrified children crying as she poured melted wax on them. Another video allegedly showed her wearing a silver mask and setting clothing on fire in the kitchen while dancing. Her husband reportedly warned the authorities about concerns for his children just 1 week earlier. Let me guess, that's okay because it's postpartum. That's okay because it's postpartum. But you know what, though? It makes sense, bro. It really makes sense, especially nowadays, dog. Especially nowadays, man, with the way women will debate and argue and fight till they blue in the face to murder the babies in their belly. It makes sense. I can see myself in Lindsay. Yeah, just I'm sure y'all be sitting here just murdering babies, hundreds of babies every fucking day because y'all like to get filled up. It makes sense, dog. Should not be anybody out this motherfucker defending this bitch and at all, man. I don't give a fuck if she got postpartum or not. Imagine if a man was so depressed and broke from reality and his kids like that. You think this fool gonna have $1 million in the GoFundMe? No, dog. That motherfucker needs to be thrown in the wood chipper, regardless of the circumstances. But no, bro. But no, dog. You got these retarded, brainwashed, demented, demonic ass women out here pretty much pitchforking outside for this woman saying, let the witch out. She one of us. She one of us, dog. 8-month-old, 3-year-old, 5-year-old hanging from resistance bands. You got bitches out here defending it. It's a crazy world, bro. And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Let's go see what her GoFundMe is right now. Lindsay, Clancy, GoFundMe. Right, but and then even with the GoFundMe, bro, like I'm trying to be objective about this shit, trying to be fair, bro. There's those that think that she's innocent, you know, postpartum or not. They think that she was set up, think the husband is behind it, and I've seen some noteworthy claims, bro, that make sense given their depiction of what took place, bro. I understand all that, which would make sense for someone to give her a GoFundMe under these circumstances. I get it, but a lot of this GoFundMe is from these twisted ass bitches, bro. A lot of these is from these twisted ass bitches, dog. And look, the total amount thus far, $940,912 of the $2 million that they want. Hold on, let's read. Let's read. The Musgrove Family Fund. The Musgrove Family Fund updated 8/15/2026. In January 2023, Lindsay Clancy was accused of killing her 3 young children in their Daxbury, Massachusetts home, which she admitted guilt for. Bro, look at this. Look at the picture, bro. Look at this, dog. That's what I'm saying, dog. This is some Winston-Salem shit, bruh. She is now on trial. The Musgrove Family Fund is for the two people who have remained at her side through every step of what followed, her parents, Mike and Paula Musgrove. For more than 3 years, Mike and Paula have shown up for Lindsay. They have attended her court proceedings and relocated from their Connecticut home to Massachusetts so they can be close to their daughter. Paula is retired. Mike is a photographer. They have spent years absorbing the travel, lodging, and living costs required to remain close to their daughter, drawing down savings they spent a lifetime building. They have not walked away from their daughter, and they have never been unclear about why. They love her. Nothing about this fund asks for anyone to share their view of Lindsay or the criminal case. It asks donors to recognize the extraordinary financial burden her parents have carried simply by continuing to be present. The purpose of this fund is to help Mike and Paula rebuild their... Man, y'all can paint that shit how y'all want. Even that shit's fucked, bruh. Even that shit is fucked. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not donating to this shit at all. I mean, you got a wicked child, something. And y'all know this ain't got nothing to do with why this funds is running in. These funds running in because all these bitches is twisted, bro. And in every post, every reference to this GoFundMe is that. Witches donating to witches.